I hope you're having a good day, and welcome to this week's video. Today I'm going to be turning song lyrics into scenes. The first lyric is from a song called Ancient History by Set It Off. The lyric is, "It's fun and games until we both get hurt." And on this drawing, trigger warning for blood, because the boy does have some blood on his knee. So just for the record, I did not look up the meaning to these songs, and I did not try and make a drawing based on my complete understanding of the song. I just picked a lyric and then drew what came into my head for it. So what I'm drawing is not what the artist likely intended for the song. So for this drawing, I'm drawing two young boys who were playing outside, and the boy who is standing up somehow hurt the boy who was sitting down, and then eventually I do draw the sitting down boy tackling the older boy, so they both get hurt. And this is basically the opposite meaning of the actual song, but it was fun to draw. I haven't drawn anything with text bubbles in such a long time, so it was fun making the text bubbles look like it was like sweating out of nervousness, just like the boy was. Here I'm beginning to sketch the second part of the drawing, which is the brown-haired boy tackling the other boy. This was fun because it was just a lot more high motion than the other one. And I don't really think I'm very good at motion drawings, but I'm working on it. And now I'm just adding the final pieces to the drawing, and that is it for this one. You should go and listen to this song because it's good. The next song is Death Valley Queen by Flogging Molly, and the lyric that I picked is, "So Death Valley Queen, go marry your king." The drawing of the girl up in the corner was the original drawing that I did for this song. I drew it a couple months ago when I was trying to design characters based off of song lyrics, so she was my original interpretation of the Death Valley Queen. I mostly picked this song because of the drawing in the corner. I had tried to do it a couple months ago and it just didn't go anywhere, but I still thought it was a really cool idea, so I decided to do it today. And I kind of wanted to draw a wedding scene, so yeah. So again, my drawings from these songs are just my interpretations of the lyrics, not of the entire song, and not based off of what the artist intended. So for Death Valley Queen, in the first drawing that I did a few months ago, I originally just assumed that the Death Valley Queen didn't want to marry the king because it was saying from some other person's perspective. But I re-listened to the song a couple times and just kind of realized that it was the opposite. The Death Valley Queen did want to marry the king, and the person who was singing the song was kind of sad, I guess, because they loved the Death Valley Queen, but knew that the Death Valley Queen would never be theirs. So, new interpretation. I haven't drawn backgrounds in so long, so I'm sorry if it looks a little weird. I was trying to mimic like Death Valley with its mountains and little shrub things, but I've never actually been to Death Valley, so I was just looking at pictures online so I have no idea how accurate it is. In the original drawing, the Death Valley Queen's color palette was all blue, and I did that because of the idea that you turn blue after you die. And I repeated it here, even though they're not actually dead, I don't think. It just seemed like an interesting touch, and also made it easier to color. So, I really like doing like big and bold shading when I'm drawing scenes. Like I cover the entire thing with a color and then just block out areas that I want to be light. And I like doing that because it makes the colors all a little bit more cohesive, but also because it just makes the piece really dramatic. I am adding the final touches, the lyrics, and the song title. So this is my drawing for Death Valley Queen, which is also a good song, and you should also listen to. The last song that I will be drawing a scene for is Your Misfortune by Mike Doughty. I chose the lyrics, I can be the right reminder at the right time, throwing out the lifeline. And in this drawing, trigger warning for implied suicide. Yeah. So don't watch if that triggers you. My basic idea for this drawing was somebody like thinking about committing suicide and then someone else coming and basically throwing out the lifeline, which I drew as a I don't know what they're called, floaty thing that people have on boats in case people fall overboard. Anyway, and I drew them on a roof because in the story that I have been writing recently, they have lots of scenes on roofs. So I've been drawing a lot of roofs lately, and it's just a lot of fun. I don't know why. I had a lot of issues coming up with a color palette for this drawing because everything I was doing just wasn't looking right. But in the end, I just color dropped colors directly from the album art, which you saw on the Spotify screenshot that I showed of the song. And that ended up working really well. It was really bright, which I liked because this is kind of a gloomy drawing, so having really bright colors kind of contrasts with that. The background of the album art was not mostly, it was all purple, so I did the background behind them purple and then just sampled colors from the art for their clothes and skin and hair and all that stuff. Because I was trying to make this like semi more detailed than I usually do, I used the 6B pencil, I think is what it was called, and blended that out to make the people seem a little bit more less flat. More or less flat, that is proper grammar. I don't really think it was, I mean, it looks nice, but it took a lot of time and didn't end up looking like I thought it would. But I don't know. I'm still making up my mind on whether or not I thought it was worth it. So, as you can see, I did very dramatic lighting on this piece too. I mean, I guess it's not that dramatic. It's just more dramatic for me because I'm normally too lazy to do all that. Now I'm just adding the final touches, the lyric, the song name, and the date. This is also a good song. You should listen to it too. I'm going to be linking all the songs that I used in this video in the description box, so you should go check them out. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!